the clap. I like that. We got no sound. Fucking poltergeist strikes. I'm pressing play. I got nothing. There we go. Issues. A whole subscription of them. I gotta pee.
Oh, God.
What's the big wide? There we go. Beautiful. I have nice legs too. I'm just not showing them off.
Shut up. I'll put it away.
You have chicken legs. Who the hell are you kidding?
Oh, there goes my phone. Where did it go?
Oh, dear.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you. Okay.
Welcome to Big Words I Know by Heart, a program of rants, raves, faves, pet peeves, personal vendettas, celebrity interviews, and anything else we can fill the half hour with. Oh! And occasionally there will be relentless promotional plugs. My guest today joining me in the studio is comic book wonderkind. Is that how you pronounce it, wonderkind?
Sure.
Kyle Kazmierzak. Did I pronounce
that?
that
You got
right?
it. You did. You got it right.
His last name looks like a fucking eye chart. Joining me in the co-host's hot seat is Jenny O. Jenny, how are you? My fairy god sister.
Very good.
Jenny has to pee.
Thanks.
Kyle has been on the New York Times bestseller list, right?
I have, yeah.
For the popular graphic anthology Fubar.
Yep.
Is that zombie-based?
It is. It's a historical zombie comic.
People are cuckoo for zombies right now.
They are. I don't know. I think I'm sure The Walking Dead has had a big part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's everything like that goes in waves, you know. I mean, you know, they had even in the '60s, zombies were really popular for a while with the Romero stuff, and
True.
then the Fulci stuff, you know, the knockoffs.
I have no idea what that is.
Lucio Fulci did unofficial sequels to Night of the Living Dead in Italian, and
So spaghetti zombie westerns.
yeah, pretty much.
Jen, what comics have you been reading lately? What's on your bedside?
I never read comics.
Ever?
No.
Little Lulu?
Next to my bed, I have the Bible.
And you just killed the momentum of the show completely. All right, let's roll right into the questions then. Kyle, walk me through a day in the life of a cartoonist. Vigorous masturbation and marathon video gaming followed by ice bong tokes, perhaps?
Well, normally on a work day for me, I'll get up and have, you know, my cup of coffee or three, and usually
Wake and bake? Is there a wake and bake?
no, half a pack of cigarettes maybe.
Okay.
But and then usually break out the laptop after usually 2 cups of coffee, get me going. And then I usually sit at the damn thing for however long it takes me to hash out shit.
I see.
Sometimes it's, you know, I can knock out an issue in 6 hours. Other times it'll take me 20. I mean, I usually don't do stretches that long. I try to take a break after at least 8.
And you're primarily writing now, right?
Yeah. I gave up illustrating about 2 years ago.
Okay. Now, Jen, you said, "Oh my God," or something when I mentioned masturbation, because Catholics, with Catholics, masturbation doesn't exist at all, right? They just keep having kids. They have 85 kids. Correct?
Yes.
Next question. Kyle, can I call you Summer Sausage again? My term of endearment for you?
Sure, why the hell not?
Do you suppose that the average comic book artist creator makes more money than clinically insane homeless vagrants who wipe down people's cars' windows? Wipe down people's car windows without their permission while soiling themselves?
More? Not necessarily.
Okay.
Let's face it, most of us are doing this for the love, not for the money. If you're trying to break into comics to get rich, no, it's not going to happen.
It's all for love of the game, unless you're
yeah.
fucking Frank Miller, right?
Yeah, who's apparently running purely on crazy at this point anyway.
He's a big bag of crazy, and Sin City just bombed horrifically, did it not, the new sequel?
It did.
Oh, well. His time has passed. His star, his shot, that's a horrible metaphor.
Yeah.
It's your time to shine, my friend.
Okay.
Painful, awkward silence.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kyle, my co-host and I used to take baths together when we were adolescents.
Oh, God. Not adolescent. We were like
1.
Do you think this warped me more psychologically, or that it had nothing to do with my degeneration as a human being?
I'm sure there's a host of past problems, but I don't think that was one of them.
You don't think bathing with me it has impacted him at
the
all?
age of 1,
in
I
a
doubt
negative
it.
way? I'm sure it has. Maybe a little older than 1 and younger than
I would say 6.
7. Yeah, maybe 5
7?
or 6, 5. I don't know. We probably shouldn't have done that.
All right, that's a
I'm
little
gonna
weird.
blame
It's a
both
big
of our
bag of wrong.
mothers for that.
For the communal bath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did see my my adopted sister naked in the 5th grade.
What?
By accident. Marianne?
Oh.
Yeah, that was horrifying. There was no shaving or waxing back in the mid-'80s, folks. None. Just a gigantic black jungle bush.
Wow.
You remember Marianne?
Yeah, of course I do.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Kai, moving on then. Unless you want to keep talking about the bass, Jenny.
I know. I was trying to repress it. Thanks for bringing it back up.
We'll have some group therapy afterwards.
Okay.
Don't need it.
Kyle, is there any truth to the rumor that you're working on a sequel to The Red Eye with a working title of The Brown Eye Cream Corn Revenge?
That's only a working title, so
Okay.
we're not going to use that for the official release. I'm actually going to be relaunching the Red Eye.
Really?
I'm starting from the ground up. I want to get a new artist on board, someone who I think can do the story justice, and I've been
Somebody
working-
local or somebody talented?
someone talented. I'm actually working with a friend of mine, Mick Schubert, who is a science consultant.
Is
And-
this the guy overseas?
He's actually moving next week to England, back to England.
Nice.
And actually, he's working for Marvel right now as well, doing some consulting for them, and just did one of their the Marvel AR videos.
I don't know what that is.
Essentially, you can like scan a little code in the comics, and it'll bring up a video on your phone or online.
Oh, the AR codes.
Yeah,
Okay. The British are a lot smarter and they have better taste, and their whole comic scene is much better.
yeah. They over there they treat it like an actual art form as opposed to just pure entertainment like we do here.
It is an art form. I keep hearing this rumor that Fables, one of my favorite series, that the British want to turn that into a live 1-hour drama series. I don't know if you like Fables.
I've only read a couple issues, but I really like what I've read of it. I think that'd be great. I mean, especially if they treat it more maturely than some of the stuff we have here. Like we have Grimm and Once Upon a Time and stuff that's very.
Never watched any of them.
You're not missing much.
Dog shit?
Pretty much. I mean, especially the Once Upon a Time is produced by ABC, so it's all Disneyfied and bastard.
Oh, so, I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say it's just essentially a bastardization of the original Grimm fairy tales anyway.
Jen, what was the last cartoon you watched?
Oh my God. I don't know.
Do your daughters watch cartoons?
Yeah, it's funny that you say that. I took a picture of Katie Saturday morning. I have it on my phone because I was dumbfounded that she was curled up watching cartoons.
What cartoons?
I don't know. I didn't even recognize
You
it.
don't know?
It was not a normal cartoon from our time. It was something that I didn't recognize, but they don't do that anymore. Not
They don't
like when
do-
we were little and woke up at,
Oh, Saturday morning cartoons
exactly.
with the shit.
Yeah,
So you don't know what it was.
I have no clue.
Did you do any research at all for this show?
I came from work.
I come from France. Kyle, why does every working cartoonist want to go down on the corpse of Charles Schultz?
I don't know. I've never been a particularly huge fan of Schultz. I mean, I grew up watching a lot of the Charlie Brown specials and reading the comics and in the Sunday paper and whatnot, but it's never really did anything for me. I don't know if it wasn't subversive enough for me. I guess most people think of it's a good family comic. I don't really see. I much preferred Kelvin and Hobbes.
I'm all about the Calvin and Hobbes. It's
Yeah,
fantastic. The
yeah.
guy, Watterson, just ended at his peak.
Yeah, for sure.
Went out on a high note, unlike Frank Miller. Anywho, this year marks the 75th anniversary of the first appearance of the Batman in Detective Comics. Why in the fuck would Cartoon Network cancel Beware the Batman, their newest series about the Cape Crusader, during such a landmark year?
I'm absolutely.
You are not Kyle. I am not Kyle.
I am.
Okay, here we go. We'll get it
There we
eventually.
go. I have no idea. I don't know if the ratings were lackluster or what the deal was. I'm not sure. I know it was getting good ratings from the critics.
Why are we in black and white?
I don't know.
Okay, go ahead. You don't mind if I interrupt your responses constantly?
No, I'm used to that. It's par for the course.
Okay.
Cartoon Network's been doing a lot of weird stuff with a lot of their series. I know they're worried about a lot of the demographics they're hitting, and certain shows just aren't getting essentially what they think is enough toy sales. So they've been canceling series based on that. I know they had issues with the Green Lantern series from a couple of years ago.
Never watched that, although that is on the Netflix now. Jen, have you heard of Netflix? Wrong Jen. There we are. Have you heard of the Netflix?
I've heard of it.
Okay, good. Please, Kyle, continue.
No, that's okay. Apparently that's been an ongoing issue with
Oh,
them.
bald
and
spot. God damn it.
It's been an ongoing issue with them and Nickelodeon, where they don't think they're moving enough merchandising based on a show, so they're canceling them.
The last time I checked, all Nickelodeon plays is SpongeBob, back-to-back, 24 hours a day, which is good because my son loves it. I think it's horrific, and I don't understand it, but, again, he loves it. Do you like the SpongeBob?
No. I do, admittedly, I do watch the Ninja Turtles show. They air on there.
Is that new? Is that rehashed? Is
new.
it recycled?
It's new. It's maybe 2 years old now. They're in their second season.
CGI?
Yep.
Interesting. Did you see the movie?
Unfortunately.
Horrible?
It was nightmarishly bad.
It's got a Buffalo-centric angle. That guy
William
who was at the...
Fichtner, isn't it?
Bingo! Who was in The Dark Knight.
Yes.
Thank you for the assist on that. I would not have come up with Fichtner there. He's from Buffalo, so there's some Buffalo love for you. Jen, are you going to see the Ninja Turtles movie?
Probably not.
What movie are you going to see this year? Dumb and Dumber 2!
Yeah, with you.
Outstanding. There will not be baths afterwards.
No.
If there are, they'll be separate.
Yes.
Jen, did you tell me before the show that you stopped bathing altogether and that you haven't had a bath today
Thank God.
as a result?
Yes, I'm done. I've done it enough. I'm just done.
Okay. I've gone a little hard on you, Kyle, so I'll go a little easier on you. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you sure?
Dude, I'm always ready.
Okay. Would you compare Disney to the Nazis invading neighboring countries and murdering millions of innocent Jews? Or are they more like early North American settlers slaughtering Native Americans, tricking them out of their land, and infecting them with new diseases, and why? It's a simple question.
Going with the latter on that.
The latter?
Yeah, I think they're I don't even know how to follow this up now.
They bought LucasArts.
I know.
They bought Marvel.
They have. Amazingly, they've kind of let Marvel do their thing. There hasn't been a whole lot of interference on their end.
It's been hands off.
Yeah, which is great, and hopefully they kind of have that approach with Star Wars if there's any hope for Episode 7 to be any good.
A New Hope. Get it?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay. We're not going to go
Sure.
there.
Yeah.
When's the new Star Wars coming out? 2016?
I think next year. I think next December.
As you know, I'm all about Batman versus Superman.
I'm sure you are.
I hope it doesn't suck.
Yeah, it's what we all keep hoping for.
Jen, who's your favorite superhero and why?
I don't know.
Pick one! There's got to be one. Okay, moving on. Kyle, follow-up question.
Sure.
Are Diamond Comics the only distributor of comics on the planet, more like El Duce in their fascistic approach to the comic industry, more like Julius Caesar, or some other Italian dictator?
Honestly, I don't think they're trying to be dictators. I think more they're just fucking idiots. They just don't know what's going to move anymore, and they're so afraid.
Nobody does.
No, they really don't. I mean, you look at something like Fubar. There's no reason that should have landed on the New York Times bestsellers list. We fucking kickstarted that book.
It was a runaway smash success. If you're watching this at home, buy it immediately on the Amazon.com. It is available on Amazon,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, for sure.
Again, that's Fubar. F-U-B-A-R. Okay. Runaway hit how many volumes? 2 volumes so far?
We've
3?
done 3, and the editor, Jeff McCombsey, just put out a standalone graphic novel called Mother Russia, based on one of the shorts in the first
Look
volume.
at you plugging other people's work. How
Good
selfless.
shit. He does awesome stuff, man. I love his stuff.
He should be on your radar then, folks. Get back to you, Jen. Favorite superhero?
Superman.
Okay. Why?
I had a crush on him when I was little.
See?
There you
it comes
go.
out. There, Christopher Reeve Superman? Mm-hmm. Before he was paraplegic?
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I'm just
I mean,
asking.
hey, he was
I
dapper.
just want to clarify.
He was dapper as fuck, man. You can't
He was.
argue with that.
He had the kiss curl. Like Bob's Big Boy.
And the glasses.
And the glasses, yes. You think glasses are sexy?
Those, he had good glasses. They were good frames.
Okay. They were good. You know what? Kyle and I have both watched this. I watched a PBS documentary on the Netflix about comic books. It's called Superheroes, A Never-Ending Battle. Do you have Netflix, Jen?
No.
Why not?
I barely watch TV
Why not?
because I don't have time.
Okay.
That's good reason.
That's a fair answer. Where was I going with that, Kyle?
I'm not sure. Something with Superman, maybe?
Oh,
The
yeah, they
glasses?
showed the old clips from Superman. I don't know who they shot, if they went to Jeff Johns or somebody talking about the scene where he gives Lois Lane they fly out, and then he comes back and drops her off, and then the doorbell rings, and it's Clark Kent. You see the glasses, and they're just very 80s.
Oh,
Huge,
yeah.
Massive frames.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely that late 70s, early 80s vibe.
They took up his whole head.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on Superman Returns, the movie?
Who's that directed at?
I don't know. Ethan? You, Kyle.
Probably me.
I thought it was excellent, personally.
I didn't think it was terrible. I thought it was a nice continuation of what the
Bald
Donner movies,
spot.
what the Donner movies were doing. It was kind of a shame to kind of have them rehash so much of the plot of the first Superman film. You know, the Lex Luthor, real estate, horse shit. You know, I mean, it was just
Yes.
it was a little redundant, and I don't know how I felt about you know, Clark just kind of being like, "Hey, I have a kid. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna stalk them now."
Yeah, that was an odd hook. They tried to modernize it that way, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad take. It was just kind of boring.
But it was a good homage.
Sure,
to the Donner
absolutely,
films.
absolutely. I definitely agree with that.
Jen, definition of homage and go.
Shut up.
Okay. Are you looking forward to another 12 or 13 hours of people walking around aimlessly without any plot advancement whatsoever in the new season of The Walking Dead?
I will probably watch it when it goes on Netflix.
Okay.
I don't have cable anymore.
Really?
I
What are you, some sort of hippie?
No,
you don't own a
I-
car,
but-
you don't have cable.
Between friggin' Netflix and Hulu, I'm not paying $60 a month for cable.
How do you stay plugged into the water cooler conversations?
If I can't find it on Hulu, I download it.
Okay. Do you hang around the water cooler on Mondays and talk about what you watched on TV, Jen?
No,
Why not?
just don't.
You're not even a deer in the headlights, and you're acting like one. I know you're not. Come out of your shell.
I'm out.
You're doing fine.
Okay.
Do you still have to pee?
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. Kyle,
Yes.
to take a more serious note,
You're going to be serious? I find this hard to believe.
perhaps. You've been in a committed relationship for well over 5 years now.
Almost 5, yeah.
When are you going to put a ring on that shit and commence to ruining your life in addition to never getting a blowjob ever again?
Oh, why?
She's going to kill me for talking about this, but no, we've actually.
She doesn't have to know.
Oh,
she's not gonna hear
She's
about
going to
it.
watch this. She's going to watch this.
Maybe
and
Nobody's
laugh at
ever
me.
heard of you two.
We are planning on getting married eventually. We're just trying to get the money situation straightened out.
That's fantastic.
You know, being a comics writer is not exactly the most financially viable career choice right now. So
Get a prenup.
it has crossed my mind. I mean, I do have quite a few creative licenses.
You heard it here first, folks. I don't know why I said that.
I don't know.
Okay. Jen?
He's interrupting again.
Jen's getting married next year. It's an exciting event.
It is.
We're not going to go into specifics. How do you feel about marriage? You're glowing with happiness about this.
I am. It's a good thing.
Would you care to expound on that?
No.
No.
It is. It's awesome. What else do you want me to say? I'm super excited.
Okay. I'm happy for you.
She's smart. She's keeping her personal life out of this. At
No,
least as
that's-
much as possible.
I'm not. I'm super pumped.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Will oral sex be off the table after the ring goes on?
Jesus, you can't. No, shut it.
What are you trying to tell
Tom,
me?
you can't say
Em, what are you
something
trying
like
to
that
say?
to me. You're my
I can't.
godbrother. I just threw up in my mouth. You can't do that.
I can't say that stuff?
Not to me. To him, you can.
I just did. Boom. Kyle,
Yeah.
are blowjobs off the table for you and me after you get married?
Yeah, for sure, buddy.
Really? No more summer sausage?
No.
That's
no,
disappointing.
No.
It was a magical winner.
Committed relationship now, man. It's not how I roll.
Holy shit, we
Good.
got 9 minutes left. I should have written more questions.
You ran out of questions?
I've got one left. I have one left. Jen, do you have any questions for our guest?
No,
Nothing?
I'm going to think about it, though.
Okay.
Okay.
We can just focus on you for the next 9 minutes. How's that?
Me?
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
In a nutshell, The Misadventures of Silent Boy, another of your original series. Mm-hmm. In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, it's a
And go.
horror comedy slice of life.
Bald spot. Sorry. Slice of life. Okay.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, it was a lot of it was based on stuff that I was going through at the time, personal experiences and stuff when I was in my early 20s.
Would you say it's a young adult book?
Oh no, God no! It's definitely for mature audiences. I mean, there's plenty of violence, plenty of cussing, things like that. You know,
You went through a lot of violence in your early 20s?
He grew up in South Buffalo for
more than
Christ's
I'd like to admit.
Did you?
No, I did grow up in South Buffalo. I still live there.
That explains.
But I mean,
Yes.
obviously, it's everything's in it. It's very much an exaggeration of a lot of stuff that I was dealing with at the time, and some of my anxieties, and things like that. But it's very funny, very very silly, very over the top. I mean, it just I don't know. That's kind of this shtick of it. I mean, I haven't even
Therapy through art, would you
yeah.
say?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
That's most of my stuff.
Born out of angst and
Well, I don't know. Not
Schadenfreude. Can I say Schadenfreude?
Probably angst at the time. Not so much now. It's more of just my. I suppose my social views, things like that, kind of tend to sneak their way in there.
Was it a self-contained story or is it an ongoing series?
Silent Boy
Yeah.
is over now. I did 4 volumes.
Wow.
So I mean they were short. They were only a year's worth of comics collected into each volume, but.
Clearly, I should have done more than 10 minutes of research on Amazon. Do you agree?
Just maybe a little bit more.
I wish you would have brought some of your work.
Maybe another 5 minutes.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions? I mean, shit, man. I mean,
I was waiting for the tension to build and make it very uncomfortable. Buffalonians would sooner spend $60 to watch their Buffalo Bills lose embarrassingly than support the arts by spending $20 on a book or comic book. Are most Buffalonians inherently retarded? Or would you say that the majority of them are simply classless assholes?
I don't know, man. It depends where you're hanging out. I mean, I have a lot of fans who are local who come out to every show I do, every signing.
You had a great signing at Barnes & Noble's recently, correct?
I did. I had a really good time. They had me in for their. They had a pop culture month in August, and they had me in for a signing, and then I signed copies of the new Fubar and an anthology I did last year called Monstrosity.
Interesting. Was it just you, or was it you and other artists?
It was just me. They just had me in. It was nice.
Huh. I'm not allowed in Barnes & Noble's.
Is there?
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true.
Why?
I can't get in there. My books aren't returnable.
Oh, I thought you meant they actually don't let you in there.
No. I had a good reading at Borders before they shut down. I think the brick and mortar landscape, from a literary perspective, is really shrinking in Buffalo.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, you've got a few smaller shops, Rust Belt and Talking Leaves, but other than that, you've got Barnes & Noble. That's pretty much it now.
That's it. That's all there is.
You might have a couple of small, I've seen houses converted into used bookstores and things like that, but
Like Dreamland in Lancaster.
I've
the comic
never been
shop.
out there.
I've heard it has 2 creepy brothers running the comic shop. No?
I don't know. I haven't been in there, so I know nothing of these creepy brothers.
Where are you getting your comics these days, now that Don's Atomic is closed?
I buy from Queen City. I'll buy from Haley's sometimes if I'm out towards Tonawanda.
I've heard good things about Haley's.
It's great. It's a little tiny shop, and the dude who owns it's this little 900-year-old man who just he knows everything he's got, and he's usually got some good back issues. He's got some good modern stuff.
I see. What are you reading these days? What's next to your bedside? You said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yep,
the reprints?
the reprints of the old Mirage comics. I've been reading that.
Are they handsome coffee table editions?
They are. They're gorgeous. They've got to be like this freaking big, and they're hardcover, and they're be absolutely beautiful. I've been reading some of the Marvel Now stuff.
Is that a new imprint?
No, it's their their version of the DC New 52 without a hard reboot of the continuity.
That pisses me off when they do the reboots.
Yeah,
You don't need to realign the whole universe every 5 years.
and that's what was nice about with the Marvel.
Agree
Now.
or disagree, Jen?
I agree.
Okay.
Strongly.
That was actually what was nice about the Marvel Now stuff is they didn't do a hard reboot of the series. They kind of just gave you a nice jumping on point for everyone all at the same time.
For Thor to be gay and whatever now? Captain America to be black?
Well, it's just the Falcon and Cap.
Captain America is black now. Have you heard of Captain America, Jen?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see the motion picture film?
No.
Okay. But you know who he is.
Yes.
Are you against him being black?
No.
Good.
I think he'd be fabulous black.
Because you'd be a horrible person if you were. How long do you think that shtick's going to go on?
The Cap being black thing?
Cap being black.
Thor being a woman.
Thor being a woman.
I assume until the next round of movies come out, they'll want to kind of get back to the status quo before Cap 3 and Thor 3 come out, I think.
I have to say kudos to DC for making Batwoman a lipstick lesbian. Agree or disagree?
No, I think that's great. It would be nice if they had a better stance on their relationships in their comics as a whole.
DC?
Yeah, they're pretty staunch about no one getting married, which is a little weird for some of the characters.
Nobody's ever gotten married in DC?
It's a recent initiative. Since they started the New 52.
The New 52, nobody ever gets married.
Yeah, essentially, they don't want anyone to get married in it.
Well, that's good, because then nobody loses out on blowjobs. Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I think that's your possible unfortunate history with it. I don't think that's everybody's situation.
Segueing into, since you have the Bible at your bedside, if you could turn any Bible story into a comic book, what would it be? And nobody cares. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Job.
Man, that would be brutal.
Yeah, it would be brutal.
Didn't Crumb do Genesis?
He did do Genesis. Nobody reads Crumb. I did read Harvey P. Kerr's Cleveland.
How was that?
Excellent. He was a friend of the show. He was on the popular podcast.
He was.
I think I might have one more question. Let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. This is a little mean, so I apologize.
Okay. Oh, no. I'm used to mean, so
Okay.
This is...
Holy shit, we've got less than 2 minutes, so I'm not going to ask that question. We'll ask it. We'll ask it in the bonus video.
Oh, okay.
Which you can find on the YouTubes by searching Big Words Video 2.5. Welcome to Plugola. Less than 2 minutes of as many plugs as my guest and I can fit in with the time allowed. Kyle, what would you like to promote?
Let's go with 215 Inc. Comics.
215 Inc.?
Yep, they're a publisher out of Philadelphia who's putting out some really great stuff. We did some work with them for the series I'm working on now. Things didn't quite work out with them the way I wanted, but they're still putting out some awesome shit.
Jen, what would you like to promote? P?
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 Yeah, it's a good thing.
Is there anything you'd like to promote today?
Yeah. David Inc. It's David.
Nice!
It's his new company.
See, you got the gist of it, and it's only the very end of the show.
Right? Exactly. Oh, God.
Zombie Inc. is your imprint, correct?
It is.
Okay. Would you like to promote that or no?
Honestly, we're not really doing a whole lot right now. Oh, okay. This is how
Please
it is.
continue. No, you can keep going.
Okay.
We got 47 seconds left.
Okay. Since we signed with 215 and we decided to, I decided to dissolve Zombie Inc. Comics for new releases. I mean, you can still get the Misadventures of Silent Boy, Red Eye, and Pulp through that, but...
Kyle, you've been a delight. Jen, you've been present. I'll see you all in a month, folks. We're going to take a whole different direction next month, so buy some grapeseed oil and get some flameless candles.
Oh, my God. God.
Holy crap! I felt like someone just like put the hook.